How you doing, everyone? This is Glenn Shepard here with you with another Man Wisdom video. I'd like to start off by thanking everyone that's checked out the videos up to this point, and I apologize for taking so long in between videos, because what happens is I get so bogged down in the research that it takes me a little while to actually make another video. But I promise you I will correct that pattern, because I want to get through these videos so we can have this conversation. I've also got to a point where I really understand why we are in the condition that we're in and why we will continue to be in it for a while. But that's because of our own choosing. It has nothing to do with what other people are doing or how other people are treating us. It has everything to do with us. And until we're ready to change it, it just won't change. I came across some information I'd like to share in this particular video. And it's about consumerism and economic dependency. One of the most profitable revenue streams of non-black wealth is the black behavior of unrestrained consumerism. When blacks expend their entire paycheck on goods and services of non-black businesses, they are seen as fulfilling their proper role in the American economy. 42 million blacks have a spending power amounting to $1.1 trillion, which gives each man, woman, and child an annual spending power of $26,200. Now, all of this money gets funneled into the very hands of non-black retailers and service providers. The profits are so incredibly lucrative that any black leader that seeks to address black financial illiteracy is considered radical or even un-American. Now, how did blacks get to become the greatest consumer nation in American history? Is it our genetic coding? In our very DNA? The answer is in our experiences, both in slavery and in the sharecropping system that followed. When most blacks emerged from slavery, it frightened the heck out of the slave owners. They knew that money and knowledge in the black hands meant that black people would have the power to determine their own destiny apart from white domination and control. The first impulse blacks had after slavery was to get as far away from the institution of slavery as possible. They even set up over 60 all-black towns, which they managed free of white authority. This trend had to be stopped because with black independence came the total loss of black labor upon which whites depended. So there were specific provisions in the Jim Crow laws and customs that gave whites the right to just take money away from black people at will. If blacks tried to save and invest their earnings, their money would be confiscated. One state decreed that having 1/8 or more of Negro blood was adequate cause to void contracts. Laws invalidating Negro testimony effectively made it impossible for blacks to use the court system to enforce any contract or agreement. A white man could walk into the home of a black family and take whatever he wanted, including their cotton or corn harvest, tools, farm animals, along with the man's daughter and wife or son, and they had no legal recourse. Blacks responded to this oppression by becoming fast spenders. They knew that if they could quickly turn their wages into some form of usable merchandise, such as food or clothing, intending for direct use or immediate consumption, they had a better chance of seeing value from their wages. They couldn't trust the banks to hold it, for financial institutions might just take what black depositors had saved, as did the Moses Bank in Alabama. And because of the Jim Crow laws, the possession of money by blacks was actually seen as evidence of criminality. This drove blacks to the overpriced country store merchants as soon as they received their pay. What's more, black laborers were oftentimes paid solely in scrips or coupons, so hard cash never even made it into black hands. In Harlem, when it was the largest all-black neighborhood in America, only 4% of the massive retail revenues came through black businesses, a condition that could never ever exist in any other community. Indeed, the exploitation of black powerlessness is the model for non-black success in America. Blacks wanted to use their money wisely, but a racist system punished them when they did. The black response to this wickedness was logical, even wise, but it set in motion a damaging spend-as-you-get-it mindset that continues to this day. So today, blacks do not trust the banks or the courts. They trust only what they can hold in their hands. As destructive as that behavior is to black progress, it sends a $1.1 trillion cash flow into the hands of non-blacks who will do anything to keep blacks thinking, spending, and consuming in a manner that will keep them financially insecure and economically dependent. Now, I know the first thing you're going to say is, oh, there you go with that slavery stuff again. No, that's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that we have survived slavery, but we have not overcome it by a long shot. And physical slavery has been replaced by many different systems of psychological slavery that we keep playing right into and keep cooperating with. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to improve. Nothing's going to get better if we keep giving our money away. And that's what we're doing. Now, all I would expect is just a level playing field. And I can compete. And I will hope that that's what every other black person would expect. Just a level playing field. But that's not what we have. Now, I don't fault a people for putting in place a system that gives them an advantage, right or wrong. But what I do have a problem with is us dealing with these systems, knowing that we are at a disadvantage and not doing anything about it. So I'm not going to go on and on about that, but I do know that we need to change the way we think. We need to change what we believe, and we need to change how we interact and treat each other. And until those things take place, there's never going to be a change. This is Glenn Shepard. I'm in here. ManWisdom. Peace and love. I'll see you next video. I'm out.